Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About It with your homegirl TinaBlingz. Today I have a special guest in the building, my sister, my homegirl, Tara.
Hi guys, it's so nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am, we had to get you on the podcast because we normally be throwing the tea up, but it's time for our tea to go next level.
This is
on the Let's Talk About It platform. I cannot wait to dive into these topics. We already kind of got into them like off camera, but I'm like, no, wait, don't say anything because I want it to be authentic. I want it to be like our natural reactions. I mean, I know what's going on, but we still gonna spice it up.
I'm excited.
Yes, girl. So tell people a little bit about yourself before we just dive in. Who are you?
Okay, so I'm Shatira, as you know. I'm 25. I am in the filmmaking industry.
Yes,
and it's Corona, so not a lot is going on, but a couple of things are in the works. But I'm gonna wait to talk on that later on.
Right, gotta have the girls waiting.
Yeah, like I have some plans, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
My Instagram is @Shatera, SHATERA.
I'll drop everything down below so you could go ahead and follow my homegirl and get into her page because this girl be taking the pictures, giving the girls life on the gram. Wing liner on point.
You see me.
Ding. Before we dive into today's episode, I definitely want to give a shout out to our sponsor. We got a sponsor in the building. Nita Hair Collection. The owner is Styles by Nita _ on Instagram. You could go over to her website, www.nitahaircollection.com. Use my promo code TinaBlingz to get 10% off your order. You can use that on shea butter, the growth serum, bundles, the wigs. Get into it. Use my promo code TinaBlingz. And thank you, Nita Hair Collection, for sponsoring today's video.
And keeping me laid.
Yes, and she's definitely be keeping you laid to the goals.
Okay.
And this unit is, of course, Nita Hair Collection. Why would it be anything else? Y'all, I be getting myself weak with these little jokes. I don't know why, because y'all know I already said this to y'all once before, but literally when I talk, sometimes I really don't think about what I say, and I know that's something I have to work on because sometimes it just spews out, but I really do be having myself weak with the stuff that I be coming up with, so excuse me, bitch.
Yeah, I feel like if you can't laugh at your own jokes, it's like, what's the point? Like,
nobody gonna laugh at them.
I'm gonna laugh at my jokes. That's one thing about me. I'm funny.
Oh, let me turn down my headphones. I'm like it's so loud. But yeah, so today I actually want to dive into a couple juicy topics. But before we dive into our juicy topics, I want to talk about this Facebook post that it did something to me. Because I don't know if I could even stir up the courage to put something in somebody's food. Because knowing me, I already be on edge with people cooking for me. So I don't know if I would do it. But let's get into it. So basically, I'm going to throw up an example of the post. And I'm going to show Shatira the video right now. Because I didn't want to show before it started. So this is a video that I found on Facebook. And right now, the guy, he's taking a bite of his taco that his girlfriend made for him. Supposedly, he cheated on her. And she wound up sleeping with his best friend. And she put the used condom into his taco. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you're seeing Shatira's reaction or how she feels about this post. We're going to get into it.
First of all, let's pause that for a second, because what's upsetting me and my homegirls right now is why are you eating tacos with Doritos? Like,
right. That's what guys like.
That's a thing. Like,
yeah, no, it really is a thing.
Okay.
But like men, they love Dorito nachos.
I love me some Dorito nachos too, but not with no tacos. Like,
no, I'm talking about Doritos nachos, like with the meat and the sauce and the lettuce. Like that's a ghetto gourmet. Oh, yes, that's a delicacy, girl.
I would like to try that.
with the delicacies. Right. Like, you know what?
You know, like now that I think about it, it don't sound too bad, but it's the side.
I had it before. Mm-hmm.
It's the fact that he has it on the side. It looks like a little kid's plate. Like, you know when you go to the parties, like little cup parties, and like they put like the little chips on your plate. Like, you got the taco and then Doritos. Like, all right. But yeah. Let me see it again. Let me see that, because I don't even think he realized what he just ate.
No, he did. But he laughing. That's the part that really disturbed me. Because if this your man, y'all using con? I mean, sometimes people too. Nah.
That's nasty. They both, honestly, they both lucky, dead wrong for that. He's
lucky that was his... She's lucky that was his reaction, because honestly, I mean, I never condone people putting violence onto women. Of course not. But if he would have like smashed that plate in her face, would he have been wrong?
I would have smashed that plate in her face, because first of all, like, one, that's disgusting, and like he said, why are you playing with his food? Like, but I feel like her laughing was like a little like nervous laugh to kind of play it off. But yeah, I don't know. Like, they both kind of weird for that, because I would not be laughing. Like, after I see that, it's game over. Like,
a condom in my food?
But that's why I say, like, I don't feel like he necessarily knew it was a condom. Like, I think he thinks, like...
It's like plastic?
Yeah, like, she was just, like, joking around. Like, it's something, but he don't know what it is exactly.
It's no joking when it comes to putting inanimate... Is that inanimate? Inedible? Not edible. Putting a condom in somebody's food is not right. Right. Bump that.
No, why I say that is because that is the thing. Like, it was wrapped up with other food. So it's like, until you pull it out and you stretch it out and you like, oh shit, like this is a condom, then it's like, all right. But I think he was just like, he was still eating it and then like kind of fell apart or whatever. But I don't know. They both fucking weird though, because bitch, you getting smacked across the face for that one. I'm sorry.
And how do you come back from that? How do you go back to eating that person's food after they then mess with your food?
Right. And how do you even laugh about it? Like, if you're doing it out of like pettiness or like being vindictive, like it's like I would be sitting there like, yeah, I'm gonna have a smile on my face, but it's gonna be a very sinister smile. Like, I'm not about to kiki with you. Like, so I don't know. That is dead wrong.
That's that wrong. Don't be messing with people's food. I feel like that is the lowest thing that you could do, especially knowing that person knows that you didn't tamper with their food.
Right.
I mean, if you tamper with somebody's food, of course, the person's not going to know. But still, it's not right and it's wrong. Like,
yeah, don't mess with people's food, period. Because one thing about me, I love my food, and if you ever... Exactly.
Like, nah, it's only a few select people that I would even eat from, and that'd be having me on edge. But to even think that, like, somebody, even if they done you wrong, that is, like, internal. Like, I feel like you could low-key put something else in my food and be like, oh, yeah, you thought it was a condom this time. Now we're going to put some laxative in your food. Or maybe, like, a pill or something to make you feel berserk.
Period blood.
That's a big thing.
People be doing that.
Like,
not me, but people be doing
They say that that's supposed to make your man fall in love.
Right. Like, that's in a lot of cultures. They do that type of shit. So.
What? And how do you even muster up to... Because me, when I'm done with a pad, I just want to throw it out. I want to get out there. Like, I don't even want the blood on me. I want to wash off. So how do you even, like... Yeah, like, do you already have the food cooking on the stove and then you like, all right, I'm going to go to the bathroom and then wring it out real quick and then do it? Or, like, dip... I don't know. Like, how do you even move around the house with a pad?
Or like you like, I don't want to even think about it because that's why.
Or just have it drip out. I don't know. You know, people have their own ways and tactics on how they do their little love craft country.
I love craft country.
But they be doing it. But yeah. Let's move on to our real topic of today. We're going to segue right into it since we're already talking about condoms and stuff. Let's talk about dick facts. I put this a little quote. Let's see if it hit. I put small penis, big strokes, big penis, big papa. Is it a thing? Because I feel like there's a real stigma out there that no woman wants to deal with a guy with an average to small penis. Like, it's always like, no, I need 10 inches, I need this, I need that. But now since I'm getting older and hanging around like older women, it's changed. Like, a lot of, when I say older women, I say women that are 30 and above. They do not like the 10 inches no more. They said they can't do it. Like, it's just too much. Sometimes they'll find a dude that know how to work it, but then for the most part they don't, and they just get hurt. And like an average size is good for them. And I could agree.
Wait, to some degree. I have a question. So what do you mean? Like, they started off with like they had some 10 inches or whatever, and then as they got older they realized like this is not really for me, like I'd rather an average size? Or they're like, how does that work? Like, I'm confused.
I feel like they had experience with both, and
once they were older they realized
like, you know what, like what really satisfied me, and like the people that I was with was guys that just had an average size penis. Like, it wasn't the dudes that had the 10-inch that was putting in the work.
I can see how that relates. Like, it comes down to that, because I feel like I've heard both sides of the spectrum. Like, I've heard of women that really do like big dicks. That's all they want. It's just, that's it.
Right.
Like, I need 10 inches or better. And then I've heard women that's like okay with like average size or whatever the case may be. So, but then again, that is in my age group. So that's like 25 to 30 maybe. So I don't know if that like changes as you get older or what.
I feel like that changes with your experiences with guys.
True.
Because 2017, TinaBlingz. Who child?
Ooh, we would like to know.
Right, yeah. 2017, TinaBlingz. Y'all know I always like to refer to her. That was the whole years. Like, I was out here. I was dating, serial fucking. I was just out here for real. And I feel like in that year, not saying that was like the synopsis of like my dick analysis, but in that year, I have experienced some guys that had a really small penis, to like guys that had an average, to guys that had a large penis, and then a medium large. You know, they have all different size, and then a curve. So with that being said, I felt like it all, to dial it down, no, I do not like micro penises. Period. I could just say I don't like it. But on the contrary, I have dealt with a guy that had a penis that was like, it was just right there. Like, it was just enough dick to get the job done. But he just didn't last that long. And he knew that he didn't last that long. But his head game was on fire. Like, even when he talked about himself, because he knew he was a quick comer, he knew his shit wasn't even that big. Which I would like a guy to know that and be comfortable with that. Because he was like, nah, once we did what we did, that nigga flip my ass over and eat my whole soul out. And it's just like, no, because I'm going to dominate in this area. And then that's cool, because it's like everybody has their strong points. Because I know me.
You got to know your strengths and your weaknesses.
Exactly. And that just turned me on. And that's why we continued to mess with one another, because I knew that he was going to satisfy me regardless. Like, some dudes would be like, oh, they'll get their little nut off and be like, oh, well, I'm insecure. Like, I don't want to do nothing. But like, knowing that, it kind of balanced it out. But in the situation that I was with somebody that did have a micro penis. I know I really stretched it by saying a micro penis, but it was about the same size. I mean, the other guy probably was like a little bit more skinnier, but
it was smaller than the average.
Yeah, it was smaller than the average, and his confidence wasn't up there. It just wasn't working. It was bad. Like, I was just like,
you pointed out a key point, because confidence definitely plays a part. Whether you have a small dick or a big dick, it definitely is gonna make a difference. Because if you confident enough, like, you gonna make that shit work, like, regardless. But if you're like, at the end of the day, like, when people are insecure, especially in that moment, because you know, sex, you're super vulnerable. Oh, yeah. So it's like, you're going to give that energy off.
Especially if they take their socks off.
First of all, do not take your socks off. I do not want to see your feet.
No, I'm not gonna take his socks off.
No, because first of all, men's feet are just so gross. Like, I just cannot. And if I see it, I'm automatically turned off. Like, I'm not gonna fuck you. Like, at all. Like, if that shit looks crazy, like you've been wearing sneakers your whole life, which you probably have been, I'm good. Like, I'm gonna gag. Like, it's not happening. I'm sorry. But yeah.
No, it be the grip for me. Because I hate, for real, like, I hate when a nigga give you back shots and he's slipping and sliding like with his socks. So like some dudes, they'll try to like pull their socks like halfway down for like their heel could grip it a little bit. If you really like, you gotta peep it.
See,
or they'll take off one sock.
That much.
Yeah, they'll take off like one sock and have like one foot be like a kickstand. But I hate it. So it's just like take the fucking socks off.
You
like
know,
you are
so
slipping too
funny.
much.
That reminds me of this Facebook post and somebody, they had the hospital socks. You know. Socks with the little grip underneath. They was like, yeah, when I fuck with my bitch, it's lit with these socks. And I was like, ooh, I kind of want to try that out. Like,
for real, because I'm telling you, ladies, y'all know the slip, like, and you know I'm a thick girl, so the guys they be going, they be slipping. Yeah,
I'm crying.
Because I do it, like they already know. Take off them fucking socks.
Yeah,
but just don't have no ugly stinking feet. Like thank God, the dudes that I have been dealing with,
that's what I'm afraid
haven't
of.
had like ugly feet.
Yeah, like, I haven't run into ugly feet either. Thank God.
Right.
But that's why I kind of like try to avoid it at all costs. Like I don't like, even if you take off your socks, like I probably won't even try to look, but I'm gonna still try to look just to make sure you don't have ugly feet.
Nah,
but at the same time, it's like, if you do, that's gonna smoke my shit completely.
You're gonna be thinking about them feet all the time.
Exactly. Like, yeah, I get turned off by like the dumbest shit.
But then it depends, because if that's someone that you actually like, you'll get over it. Because that's one of my pet peeves. Like, I don't know if you heard like in the past me talking about dudes, but like hands and feet, like, I don't know, they just grind my gears a little bit. But then if I like you, then it just becomes less of a thing for me.
I can see how that happens,
like,
because I definitely look at fingernails as well, and yeah, like, but I can't do dirty fingernails. Like that's completely out. Like I'm W off rip.
No,
but I have had guys that had like darker fingernails. Like I don't know, like how to explain it. And
that's just like the nail bed, like,
right?
Yeah,
and it like annoys me, but like at the same time, I'm like, you're cool, so whatever. Like, you know, everyone has their flaws, so it's like you kind of gotta take it.
Yeah, definitely heavy on the finger thing. I had like a whole complex with this one guy that had like, his hands was really big, but then when his hands was inside me, it was like so much. So
like that's the thing.
I was like, oh my God, his hands are so big.
You knew
and,
what
like,
to do with them fingers, though.
Right,
I'll say that.
Child, the fingers.
But yeah.
Oh, who that on the steps? God.
But yeah, back to the topic that you were talking about though, as far as like average, small versus big. From my experience, and I'm kind of now getting to my whole face, but yeah,
that's fine. This is Tara's 2021.
right. We just gonna restart it. So, but yeah, I feel like I've had a large penis, and it was cool. Like, cause at the end of the day, like I think I do like it, like, cause I can handle it. So it's just like, yeah, like that's hitting the spot. But if you don't know how to work it,
that shit could be detrimental.
That shit is just pointless. Like, it's so pointless to me. And that's the part that I didn't like. And I'm just like, damn, like, I'm thinking of the guys that did have, like, an average penis, and they knew exactly what to do with their penis. And it was just like, all right, like, you know, you got, like, a little groove to it or whatever. So it was like, if you put that with that, it'll be the perfect combination.
Can we build a bear?
But at the same time, I do not mind average penises because it's going to get the job done. And, like, yeah, I love it. So it is what it is. But I think the guys that have a big dick, be a little bit more in tune with what the woman is feeling, as opposed to like, I got a big dick, so they're gonna be fine. Like,
right.
Like it's not just about that. Like they say, it's the motion of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my kind of issue with that.
Yeah, I could definitely agree with what you said with the average. I mean, for the most part, like I do like a big penis, only if you know what to do with it. But honestly, if you don't know what to do with it, then I'm not gonna have sex with you again. I mean, I just know. I mean, obviously we in that situation, but the average penises have been doing your girl well. It's been doing it good.
Very well.
And I ain't complaining.
Not complaining. No complaints at all.
So, moving from our little hot topic, I want to segue into our sex pun. Where hold on, wait, because I wanna say I wrote this little clever little line. Sex pun. Oh no. It's supposed to say, "Are you ready for our sex pun? Please just give us the tip."
Ooh,
that's cute, right?
That's cute.
I was like, no, it needs to be something. So, yes, at this part of the show, I definitely want to give you guys a sex tip. And I also want to ask Shatera, what is one of her sex tips? I recently shared the sex tip on... No, I didn't share it on nothing. I was at brunch with my homegirls. But I was like, you know what? I need to bring this up. Let's talk about it. Because I did this, and I can't wait to do it again. You know, complications. Situationships. But I did it, and I'm telling you, girls, the reaction was priceless. Like, I just want to do it again. But
the people want to know. Like,
all right, so my sex tip, and you can think about your sex tip right now, is while you're giving head, and it's more so a visual thing, so you want to make sure that he's actually looking at you when you do it, because you don't want to do it and then like he feel it and it's like, last minute. So make sure you get that eye contact. And damn, I wish I had an example, but I don't want to use the mic, so I'm gonna use like this pencil. So this
all we need is a banana.
Right. You see, next time.
Right.
I have a banana downstairs, but I don't want to grape the fruit now. So this is what you need to do. This is an oral sex tip. So your man is laying down on a bed, flat out, and you go in between his legs. You give him oral sex, of course. Do your best, gag, all that, and then you're gonna grab the shaft of the penis. So say the pencil is the shaft, and then you want to take your thumb and go like under the balls and touch the gooch. And you want to do this move when they're about to come, because I'm telling you, and I did this the last time I did this, I was on my period, and I was just like, no, like this nigga is gonna come off head. And I did it twice in one night, so I really feel like I need a badge on my shoulder, because
a pat on your
and it wasn't even that long. Like, it took a little minute, but I had to throw the little extra workings in it to make it a little spicy. So when you do this move, you definitely want to make sure you have the eye contact, because it's more so a visual and a touch type of move. So yeah, you want to have your hands underneath the balls, massaging the gooch, and then you take your finger. You could take one or two. I started with one because I was just like, I don't want to like overstuff my mouth, and it's just like, girl, you doing a lot.
Right.
So always start with the least, and you can always work your way up. So at this point, I've already positioned my hand, and my finger is on the shaft like this, and I literally suck the dick with my finger inside of my mouth, and I'm massaging the gooch at one time. So he's getting pleasure with my finger rubbing on his shaft, the visual, and I'm massaging the gooch at the same time. This is the fucking triple threat. Girls,
Ooh.
You better try it. I kid you not. He was gagging. Like,
I think I might try
he
that
was
tonight.
not that. Just the look on his face, it was just so satisfying to me, because it was just like, like I really.
Okay, so question: you're massaging with your fingers as well, like
like you could go around and even like open up your mouth and be like, like just like, oh my God, it's so much. Definitely stroke the ego, but then at that point I added another finger, and literally it was everywhere. Like,
oh my God, I'm excited.
Try it out.
Like, I definitely
try it out, and when you come back, we're gonna talk about it, because that was intense. I can't wait to do it again, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm gonna see how that goes, y'all.
Right.
So.
She gonna test it out and see if it really does the do. But I'm telling you, that shit does the do. Like,
where did you learn that? If you
I
don't
just
mind me
did
asking?
it. No, actually, I'm not gonna lie. The move with the finger on the shaft actually came from a guy that was fucking me, and he stuck his finger in my vagina, and that was like overload. Like, it was just like sensory. Like, oh my god, like he pussy popped me, but the dick is inside. Like, it was just like a lot. So I was just like, nah. Like, imagine that in my mouth. Like, so that's where I got that from. And then I was just down by the balls. I'm like, oh, let me just massage the balls. Like, and then I went behind, and then that was all she wrote. But yeah, so I did like kind of fake steal that from some entity, I guess, in situation.
Listen, if it works, it works.
It works.
So.
I'm telling you, it works. And I'm gonna try it again, and I'm gonna come back on here with Tara, and we're gonna let you know if it really did it do.
We are. So my
tip. Only the tip.
Right, and it has to do with the tip, as a matter of fact. So it's definitely in the oral category. But basically, I don't know if everyone can do this, because I feel like not everyone can do this, but I feel like it's also possible if you try. So you know how you like, for me personally, it's a weird thing that I do, but I can like suck my tongue. Okay? So like...
Yeah.
Right. So when you're sucking your tongue, imagine that, like when you're sucking dick and you get to the tip, imagine that as your tongue and kind of just like suck on it, like as if like it's an actual like lollipop, pretty much. Like, I don't know if this is like common knowledge or whatever, but I get a lot of compliments on my...
Tara the throat goat.
Literally. No, for real though. Like, this throat baby throat was goat. Made about me, okay? So
I'm telling you.
I've been told that. No, but real shit though. But yeah. Every time I do that, like, I don't know what it... Because I didn't think much of it, but that's just something I do.
Right.
But niggas go crazy. But it's when you get to, you know, obviously the sensitive part. So it's like the head.
Of course.
So when you kind of like, after you going crazy, all that deep throat and that, this and that, and then you get up to the top real quick and you do that and you just suck it for a little bit, it's over. It's
right.
Niggas might fuck around and bust in your mouth, like, by accident. Like, be careful. If you into that, that's cool. If you're not,
that's whatever. Definitely a good tip. Like, yes, the shaft is important, but all the sensation is literally in the head of the penis. So you want to definitely make sure, like, to massage that area.
But just practice also, like, sucking on your tongue as well. Like, that's just something I do on the normal, because I don't know.
I'm trying to think,
like, instead of sucking my thumb, like, I suck my tongue. So
no, I don't know. My tongue is not even that thick.
Yeah. So if you can, or just try, you never know. Maybe you are able to do
I'm about
it.
To see.
But yeah, try doing that, and then try doing that shit on the dick. Like, they're gonna go crazy.
In fact, I'm
and
like,
if that does
really
not work,
it. Like,
try swallowing and sucking dick after that. Because one thing about it, them niggas is going to push you the fuck off.
If like, they can take it. If they could take it.
Exactly. Some dudes, and 9 times out of 10, they can't handle it, though.
Right. But
it's a few, though.
There was some dudes that was able to do it. And I was really like, a part of me, yes, I didn't want to stop. But another part of me, I really just want to see how much on Demon Time he really was on. And it was just like,
however,
you could go for another round.
I feel like one thing about that, because I am like this, but... Obviously, everybody can't get that type of treatment. Right. So, if it's your man, for sure, go for that. Like, you should have been swallowing if that was your man. But, you know, you can't do that with every partner or whatever. Like, you got to get to a certain level where people deserve you taking in their energy, if you know what I'm saying. So, yeah, be very specific on how you choose those partners. But I'm telling you, regardless, that shit is going to drive a nigga crazy. Like, they cannot handle it. Like, they're gonna probably, like, fucking knock you the fuck out. Like, bitch, get the fuck off me.
For real. Like, you ever been in a situation where, like, you was sucking a dude's dick and he come and, like, he was just, like, so, like, over it. Like, oh, no, back up. Like, yes. It's just, like,
It's like relax. Like I thought this was what you like.
Honestly, what goes through my head, and it never been a situation where I was actually in a relationship with somebody. It more so been on the terms of somebody that I was just having sex with, or like we were just in a situation and they did that, because I feel like, let me know guys down in the comments if I'm wrong, but I feel like that's off of dudes that don't have sex with people. Like I feel like those are a lot of dudes that like jerk off a lot. And the reason why I say that, because like once you burst a nut, just like for females too, like I be over myself. Like I just be like, like I'm going to sleep. I turn over. Like I don't want to be dealt with it. So I just feel like maybe just that sensation is just like you let go. Like I'm pretty sure he's not gonna keep on jerking off after he's done come. So I feel like that have like a correlation with one another. Like,
so you think those guys don't have as much experience?
I wouldn't say not as much experience. I just feel like maybe at that time they're just not actively having sex like that.
Right.
Or so it could just be that it is overly sensitive, because people do, have sensations down there. But I know when I'm actively having sex, and even if I do bust a nut and feel like I need to push you off, I'm not, because my sex drive is just that high that I'm just used to the back to back to back. But if you just used to that one nut and that's it, it's just like, oh no, get away from me. Like I did it before.
I can understand
because it's like overpowered, like you're over sensory.
Right. I can definitely see how that happens, because I feel like I kind of just got back into the game or whatever. So it was a point where, I'm not gonna lie, like it felt like that, and like me and I guess my partner, whoever I was dealing with, like we spoke about it. He was just like, yeah, like you was on some and I told him, like, cuz it was just a lot to me. Like I need to recuperate. Like, but wait, like you probably would have squirted if you would have just like relaxed and just let it go.
I never squirted before. Like that is one of my sex goals. Fuck it. That's one of my sex goals for 2021.
Me too.
Like I need to squirt, because all these bitches be out here talking about they squirting.
I'm a creamer, not a squirter. So, but I want to be both. So
you could be both.
I feel like it's possible.
Because I know that
I honestly feel like it's possible for myself.
But you know what? I'm not even gonna say I didn't squirt, because I'm not gonna hold you. I had sex with this guy, and I kid you not, I thought I feel like I know I squirted, but I was so fucking drunk that I can't really identify it. Like, I really can't identify that feeling, because we literally was like fucking for like 4 or 5 hours, like nonstop. We fell asleep on top of each other. We got up and we just went back at it. Like it was really wet and really fucking nasty. Like for real, even got to the point where like I was on my knees. I was giving head, and it was so wet on the floor. Like my knees was slipping. Like, and then I'm like, yo, this cannot be. Like, that had to be squirt. That had to be. Like it had to be. But I didn't identify it.
It just wasn't coherent enough to understand what the fuck.
So that's why I feel like I need to get a sober squirt.
Right.
Sober squirts 2021.
Let's see if it's possible, ladies.
It is possible.
I feel like it is. Like,
because the fact that happened, and even I was thinking, like, when in that moment with my drunk mind, I was thinking, I'm like, yo, I know I had to squirt, and he was just like, nah, that's all you, and I'm just like, no, like this is not me. Right. Like I never had the floor wet like that, like where my knees is slipping. Like,
girl, you squirted.
I'm on a ice skating ring.
It's safe to say that's what happened.
All right, it happened, but I want to know what happened.
Yeah. No, I feel like I was definitely close to it, but like I just wasn't allowing myself to do it.
You have to,
because like it was just so much. Like the shit felt so good, but it was also like I don't know how to explain that shit. Like it was a lot of pressure, and I was just like, okay,
no.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's enough.
All right, we got a couple little summers. So yeah, talking about getting down in the bedroom, I want to talk about our last topic, which is toys in the bedroom. I literally wrote it down in my notepad with exclamation marks that says, I can't wait to bring a toy into the bedroom. Even from the last time that I had sex, I'm kind of mad at myself that I didn't have the toy ready, because I told my partner, actually I need this freaking tissue. I told my partner that I wanted to, bring in a vibrator, but that was while we was having sex, and my vibrator wasn't even all right, ready to go. So yeah, is that something that you would like to do? Bring sex toys in the bedroom?
That is exactly what I want to do, and I plan on experimenting with that tonight. With I got a little dick appointment or whatever, so we gonna see how. But nah, honestly, like me and this person, we already spoke about it on multiple occasions, and yeah, like I'm ready to kind of experience something different. So I have a vibrator that a friend of mine gifted me for Christmas, and I was like, I think it's time to put this into play. Like,
what kind of vibrator is it?
It's 5 inches, and it has 10 different patterns.
Okay.
So I was playing around with it yesterday. Not with myself.
I'm working this thing out. And put that on 3.
Yo.
4. Alright,
I already found out my favorite one. I was like, ooh, because I sent a video to the person. It was like, oh, I want to see. Like, so I sent them a video, and I'm like, yeah. Like, while I'm doing it, I'm like, ooh, I think I like this pattern. Like, this is really cool.
My pulse always be around 3. Like, for sex toys, it always be around, like, that midway point, because it's not too much. But I feel like when it gets closer to, like, the last ones, it'd be like, zzz, like, that shit, get the fuck out of here with that. Like, I don't know. But
no, the one that I actually liked, it was like kind of like leading up to it. So it started slow and building. Yeah. So I was like, ooh, I have to try this one. Like this. Right. So I was like, yeah, this sounds lit. But honestly, like I did want to try it for myself at first, like just in general. But I was like, you know what? Let me like just leave it for that for tonight.
That makes it extra spicy though. Exactly. Because this is something I both
we're both gonna experience together.
And even let him know that. And that shit will make. Do he know that?
No, I'm gonna tell him tonight though.
Yeah, tell him like no, like I never even used this before. Like I don't even know how to do it.
Right. I don't even know what to do. Like you figure it out.
Exactly. Like show me the way.
Right. So yeah, like I'm gonna start with that because I feel like it's very not vanilla, but it's a starting point. So yeah, like
I feel like that's very much so not vanilla.
Like, it is, and I'm saying as far as like sex toys go, because I'm sure that's the starting point.
That definitely is a starting point
is vibrators,
with it. But even, I mean, I feel like handcuffs is more so vanilla. Like I feel like that.
And I still haven't gotten to do that, but he said he was gonna get that for me. So
okay.
Hopefully he got it tonight too, so we can just try it all out. Like I'm ready to be tied the fuck up. Like let's do it.
The handcuffs is vibes.
It's definitely vibes, bondage.
Especially with somebody that you are dealing with
and comfortable
with all the way, because me personally, I don't like to be restrained, but if it's somebody that I'm really into, baby, it's yours.
Baby, it's yours.
So is there any sex toy that's out there that you would like to try for yourself? Like in the bedroom.
Oh, like just for me, or like just
it could be for you. It could be for you. It could just be in the bedroom, or it could just be like a sex toy period that you saw that was just like, I might want to try that out one day.
I definitely want to try butt plug out. But me something too. Very, very like amateur and like not amateur, but like very beginner because beginner it's like.
Plugs, and I heard I got mixed reviews because some people are saying if you're a beginner, try it out with the silicone, but I don't know about that silicone in your ass. Yeah. And then some people are saying if you do the metal one with lube in the shower, and then I heard some people say it's better to just lay down on your bed and do it. And I heard some people that said that they masturbate, then they do it.
I have a friend of mine that just tried it out with the metal one, and it's so cute. Okay. Like, it has, like, the little jewel on it.
I know. That's what I want to do.
And, yeah, they, I think, we were just talking about it. Like, I believe she did it with, like, a little bit of lube, but, like, honestly, like, she was, like, the foreplay was so intense that, like, it was good after that. Like, I think they tried it out at first with lube, but then after that, like, they did
She did it while she was with him, or did she do it before?
No. She did it while she was with him. And, like, he was, like, doing it from the back or whatever, and had it in, and it was... She was like, she liked
that's
it.
Fire.
Like, and that's something I definitely do want to experience. Like, I'm not into, like... butt play like too much.
It gets intense. But sometimes
like,
if you're just in that room, that was that same night.
Right.
Like, I really feel like I squirted from my butt. Like, I don't know why. We was really wild, and it was a wild night. I'm telling you, the Casamigos do it to you. But
yo, the Casamigos do it to you every single time, okay? Like, you be ready for anything.
Yeah, no, I had to squirt that night because the fact that I really thought my butt came. Like, and I would think that's possible, but.
You really did, like,
no, because he was really like in my butt, like with his finger, and I'm just like, yo, this shit is wet. Like,
yeah, no, that it happens, right?
Happened.
Like, because I will say, like, the thumb on the butt, like that pressure, like brings a different sensation. So, like, I know something very, very beginner. Like, I don't want nothing crazy because I'm not into that.
Sometimes they come in packs. And it'll be like the beginner trainee, and then you go work your way up.
I don't even want to work my way up. Like, I'm good on just sticking to the beginner, and but I think
kind of intimidating.
I feel like that's something to experience, and I want to experience it. So that's something I like after this vibrating session or whatever. I think that'll be the next step. I can't wait to hear
about how it went down, girl. Hopefully, I'd experience my vibrating session as well, for we can both come on here and talk about it. But
yes.
It's going down tonight.
Talk about it.
Hey. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But that was so fun, girl. I'm happy that you came on. Let's talk about it with your homegirl, TinaBlingz.
Like, this is regular conversations for us. So, like, this is nothing. Right, exactly. Like, I'm so excited to be on here. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. And we'll have you back on here again. And I'm pretty sure everybody's going to love you on here. The commentary was amazing. We didn't even get too sidetracked.
Yeah,
but I'm surprised at myself because y'all know I'll be ready to talk about a whole nother topic mid conversation. Like, did you hear that?
Okay, can we just talk about one topic that I do want to mention to you? Did you hear about Wendy Williams and Method Man having a one night stand? It
went down. It definitely happened.
You believe it?
I do believe it. I feel like a lot of these radio personnels or people that's just in the business, they're fucking. Because you're not going to go and fuck me. I mean, nobody has did it yet. So you're going to mess with somebody that...
Yo, I cannot with you.
So, of course, you're going to do it with people that's in the same industry as you. Like,
right.
Even the way how she said how the story went down. Like, I can just see...
she be fucking? Like, you're not about to fuck no regular Joe. Like,
exactly.
You see all these fine-ass niggas coming onto your shit. What?
And it's going to happen.
I'm writing names. I'm like, yeah. This is my list, my hit list on some Rihanna shit. Like,
yeah, no, that definitely happened. And even just her being Wendy Williams or her being, I don't want to name her name, but the Yee, like
Angela Yee.
Yeah, that bitch be fucking all the niggas.
No, that bitch be fucking. Because that time when Gucci Mane called that out about it, and she tried to lie, like, girl. You got at him. No. Like, let's be real.
And you really thought that he was gonna be some corny nigga that wasn't even gonna say anything? Like, y'all out here
but Gucci's not y'all got like that dick. Though. Like, let's be real.
Any
like,
bitch that got top dick is gonna take that dick. Period. Like,
I don't see Gucci Mane ever lying on his dick though. So there's that.
For what? When he said it, he had a wife. He was with Keisha at the time.
Exactly.
So why would I even be out here talking about something that I had with you and I'm not even with you? Like, I'm just bringing it up because that's the facts.
Right.
And you want to sit here and be like, oh, no, because I just sit here and interview. No, you don't.
And granted, don't get me wrong, I'm all for women and women empowerment. So, like, I'm always side with the woman. But in that instance, she was given very much, like, she was trying to hide something. And you know when, like, if somebody lies on your pussy, like, you're not about to take it lightly.
Right.
And that's just what it comes down to. Like, I'm not taking that shit lightly. So, and she took it way too lightly. She was like, oh,
I ain't talking about her. Like,
right, like, no, because I'm going to curse you the fuck out straight on this radio station. They going to get sued for every curse
absolutely.
that comes out my mouth.
Y'all violated me. I feel like y'all set me up.
Exactly.
Like, for me to come on here and interview you knowing that y'all was going to say something like that, that's how you knew it was true.
Period.
Honey.
Period poo.
Honey. So, yeah, we're going to get up out of here. We have our drinks, so we're going to chat it up a little bit more for the evening. I hope you guys tune in to another episode of Let's Talk About It. Every Thursday at 8 o'clock, I'm dropping this podcast on YouTube. If I don't drop it, come for me. If not, I don't know.
She so drop it though.
I will drop it.
Please tune into my friend, my sis. I love her so much, and I'm so proud of her. So yeah, tune in for that, especially because I was here. So
exactly. Subscribe, like, comment, and of course, we're going to lead out with shouting out our sponsor. Again, need a hair collection? Go on the website and use code TinaBlingz to get 10% off your order. And if you want to be a sponsor for the Let's Talk About It platform, hit me up in my Gmail. Is down below in the description box. It's tinablingz@gmail.com. It's with a Z, not with an S. It'll be down there in the description. Send me an email and let me know what you would like to put on for this show. If you just want to sponsor us, you can sponsor. If you want to put your products out here, we could do that. Product placement, get in tune with it. Yeah, peace. We out.